one of my cylinders has no compression, so I was thinking about how I was going to figure out what was wrong. So I took the valve cover off, and I was thinking if I lift up the camshaft enough, eventually if I turn the motor over, I can check the compression on the cylinder and see if, you know, lifting up the valve higher and higher until it seals. But I just figured out now. I just checked I guess this side lifters, these ones here, the ones on the right side of every cylinder. Now I can stick my feeler gauge under every one of them. There's at least like a 1/4 inch play. Now when I come to the cylinder that had no compression, I look at this valve right here, that lifter, there's something wrong. This gauge, this feeler gauge will not go underneath, even after I've lifted this that far. It still will not go underneath. So that's a problem, because see, the valve is not sealing. So I got to take this lifter out and find out why it's longer than all the others. And that should solve my problem. If I don't know what, maybe the lifter is stuck, and I'm not sure exactly why that lifter is longer than all the others. It's got a big gouge out of it, like it burned up or something. I mean, and the seal is in perfect condition. Very little play, maybe a little play, but anyway. Head gasket doesn't look too bad. Removing the valve, I got my compressor, and one thing, if you hit the valve with a hammer, the retainer, whatever you call it, that area, that round dip, with a hammer a couple times to loosen it up. Otherwise, if you compress it, it will not release. The piston rings is damaged. Now this cylinder still had 80 psi when I did the compression check. For some reason the ring broke and got inside the cylinder and caused a little bit of damage to the cylinder. But the car was still running. It was, even though the ring had broken. That's the damage. There's the damage on the top part of the engine there. I had oil dripping behind the engine, and so I'm thinking that the head gasket wasn't tight enough. So I bought this tap. Some of these bolts, they go down farther than others, but they don't really go down all the way. Chase these threads, and that way when I put the new head gasket on, bolts will definitely be tight.